we're in space. Again.
What a shocker, you come to give me a space video.
Actually, we're going to go a bit terrestrial this time around, and I'm going to plow straight into this planet.
Are you gonna, like, launch down in the Mako?
Basically, yeah, that's basically this entire video. We should just end it now.
Okay, well, we'll see you next time. www.GameDropZone.com.
You've just spoiled the entire Elite Dangerous Horizons. So,
that's good.
Right, this is meant to be an right, this is fucking... Right. Okay, the other day we were meant to do some recording, and I ended up snubbing you off because I was, like, quote, busy. That was the day this game released, and I was trying to figure... Because, so I got a 6 gig update, right, for Elite Dangerous Horizon. No, Elite Dangerous, the actual game. So I'm like, well, this must be the Horizons expansion that I've just purchased, and, you know, tied to my Steam account, so it should all be there. So I then spent the next day and a half flying around Elite Dangerous, the base game, to find what's called a planetary vehicle hangar, so I can get a Mako, basically, to land on this planet. And turns out, despite them adding like new graphics to the original Elite Dangerous game so you can see some stuff, you basically need to install a game again to play Horizons. It's its own executable, its own game on Steam and stuff. So I wasted about 12 hours flying around space doing fuck all.
What I got from that is that you snubbed me off to fly around in space for 12 hours.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I do that quite often, but this time I'm telling you about it. When I say I have work, it means I've got to go and collect these bounties.
Yeah, of course.
No, but yeah, it was kind of infuriating because, like, I just assumed, because, like, you know, not every space station has all of the things in stock, so I was just flying from space station to space station, which takes a long time, you know, killing people as I went, collecting money, because, you know, you gotta keep the ship flying. And, yeah, just oblivious, because, like, at no point did it tell me that I needed to install this whole other game. So it took me, like, a day of, like, scouring Reddit until somebody else had the same problem, and he's like, this sounds dumb, but what am I doing wrong?
Yeah.
Turns if your launcher is blue, then you know you've got the right game installed, because Horizons is all blue. But yeah, Horizons adds planet landing, which is what we've just done. We just landed into a port on a planet, which is new.
Very poorly landed.
Yeah, it was a pretty good land. Landing is hard. Okay.
Is it like parallel parking?
It's actually, there's a book. I'm pretty sure there's a dangerous novel, or a novel set in the universe called Landing is Hard.
Wow.
I think I spotted that on the store the other day. It is fucking really hard. You can get like a landing approach computer or something that'll do it for you, or do some amount of it for you. I haven't got that because I like to go in raw, which normally normally goes well, but occasionally I will just like bounce off the surface. But it's okay. I've got a new ship now with good shields, so it's not a problem.
It's good.
Yeah. Horizon. So it's like all this stuff's basically the same. It's just on a planet. But now you have surface missions, and of course this rover, which we're going to deploy in a minute. We're just going to take a look at the new hardpoints that you need. This first one is this planetary approach suite, which is what we're looking at now. That comes default with every ship now you have the expansion. But then you need to pick up this vehicle hangar. Where is it? There, yeah. So within that vehicle hangar, you can then store a Mako, effectively, an SRV.
Your ship does not look big enough to store a Mako in it.
It's, we'll see it in a minute. We're going to land, get out the ship, and we'll take a look at it. It's pretty big. Bigger than you'd think, considering it is like it's a really fast, small fighter. I think it might be the fastest ship in the game. The Eagle.
It's not about the size, it's about what you do with it that counts.
But how fast you do it and get out of system. The cops get you.
Yep.
Yeah, but since then, I've gone on to buy 2 more ships. So I've clearly played a lot more of the game after this video. I bought a Viper 3, and then I realized I could have bought a Viper 4 for about the same price, which is a far better ship. So I saved up a bit more cash and traded in my old ship for a new one. So we've just jumped ahead a little bit because everything in this game is super long. We didn't want like a 40-minute video of me trying to glide over a planet.
You might be okay with that, I'm not.
I mean, this is why I play so much of this game, is that you want to do a simple thing like deliver this cargo to a space station. It takes you days, or hours anyway. Right, yeah. So here's our... I couldn't find a suitable mission, so we're just going to drive up to this random station and shoot at shit. Because it took me... I've only recently worked out how to do some of the missions. Like there's a mission to, say, collect space pods, you know, escape pods or whatever. So it takes you a while before you work out how the the Mako encounters work, where it's like you're just driving around and random shit will spawn on your sonar. It's kind of like in space, but I didn't think that's how it worked, so...
Right.
We're just gonna go and attack these fucking people going about their lives.
This was like a friendly mining colony?
Basically, yeah. Or like research or something.
Yep.
Right, so this is us in the Mako. It's not a Mako, it's an SRV Scarab, but it controls basically like a Mako. It's really bad. So yeah, we're on a planet for the first time ever.
Could you always go this close to planets in the base game?
No, you couldn't even get in atmosphere in the base game.
So they've got an added, you know, textures and, you know, land for every planet.
Not every planet, it's only certain types, but I believe more are being added.
Your ship just left without you and fucked off.
Yeah, it's quite big though, isn't it? Pretty cool.
Where's it go? Alright, bye.
Look at those beautiful engines. I don't
Where'd
know
it go?
You can just call it, you can send it away and then recall it and it'll land. Because you can spend a good amount of time on land if you want to. There's like mining, obviously different types of missions. There's a combat, which isn't great. But
combat.
Yeah, we'll see it in a minute. It's kind of flaky and working at. It's like the base game. It takes you a while to work out what the hell you're doing in one of these things, because it doesn't tell you anything. There's no like guidance or anything. Like I only just worked out how a fuel scoop worked, like the other day, and I've already played 30 hours of this game, so now I can refuel on certain stars. Alright, so this is like a terminal which we can scan or hack or something. I don't know what that does, but we're going to do it anyway. You'll see that bar filling up.
Which bar?
It's right below the reticle. You'll see it again in a minute. So once you've done that, you get this random timer. I don't know what that means either. In which to like scan everything else in this base. So there's another one there on the right. You've even got thrusters like the Mako in Mass Effect. I'll let you get a bit of altitude there.
Oh yeah.
There's something called drive assist, which I've got turned off because it doesn't automatically map the Scarab controls to a controller, which is how I played this game. So I've been kind of doing it manually, which is a slow process because there's dozens upon dozens of buttons to link. And I still haven't worked out how to turn the drive assist on, so that might make the whole thing better, but at the minute it's really hard to control.
Yeah. Well, you're driving in space. It's not supposed to be easy. At least I don't assume it should be.
Yeah. It's, yeah. It's, when you get up to speed, it's a fucking loosey-goosey driving experience. So there's this turret view, which basically just allows you to shoot the Mako with the turret.
Yeah.
Basically 360 degrees. I don't know what this is. This is a different type of thing to scan. You have to be aiming at things when you scan them as well. It doesn't tell you that, which is annoying. Some missions are like...
I still don't see this bar that's supposed to fill up.
You see that like there's an angle there in the middle of the screen with like 2 bits drooping off it, right in the very center. It's like a curve.
Like a shitty M.
Yeah, it's that. It will fill up when we're scanning something.
It just disappeared.
Yeah, it'll come back.
Oh wait, no, now I see it. Okay.
There you go. You see it like sort of goes more yellow.
It's blinded by like the fucking lens flare.
I don't know what I'm doing. Some missions are to like go around and scan those things, so that obviously makes more sense. But yeah, it's actually it's pretty fun once you work out how it is. But again, it took me like 10 hours to work out the basics of land missions and stuff. And then this shit happens, just like in the Mako, where you just end up on your side in the middle of a desert with no way of getting up. And the problem is it's locked in first person, so unlike the Mako, you have no spatial awareness.
Oh, great.
So just give me a minute to get these thrusters working right.
I just saw blue sparks fly off your thing.
Yeah, that was my gun. There's a few different enemy types, not loads, that tend to be flying drones or turrets. I think I hacked a turret once when I was attacking this other space station thing.
Really?
I don't know if I hacked it or some random player was helping me shoot things, but there was like massive turret fire from the top of a landing pad. So something was happening.
Oh, that's right. This is like massive online, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, you can play it online or solo, but even if you're playing it solo, there's loads of other AI players that just spawn randomly.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I've just got some heavily populated systems with just like other commanders flying around, and there's a bit of chat going on, so it's pretty fun. Like previously I was just stuck in this desolate place because my ship didn't have good enough drives to take me anywhere. But in my new Mark 4 Viper, I've now got like, I think I've got 4 times the amount of fuel cells, so I can go all over space. I've just reached my first Imperial world, so I'm going to see if I can get my rep up for them. Because they enslave people, so that's clearly where I want to be.
Oh god.
I want to get into the slave trade.
Can you actually trade slaves in the game?
Yeah, it's illegal in most of the galaxy though. So this was the other thing I realized about the game. There's like a sphere of space where I can see the planets and who they're aligned to, like politically. You know, I can purchase data on any of those worlds and theoretically travel to them. But it wasn't until I started expanding the map that I realized there's like billions more worlds just grayed out, which I don't know if that doesn't mean, I don't know if it's because they're so far away from me. I can't see them, or if they haven't been discovered yet. I don't know how that works, because there is this concept of like exploration, and whoever discovers a system first gets their name on it.
Oh god, have you found any planets?
No, because I'm in this shitty ship in the middle, so I don't like. That's what I kind of want to do now. Now I've got this longer range fighter, is see if I can get out to the edge of the known galaxy on my map and actually discover something.
Can you name them like in what's that PlayStation game?
No Man's Sky. No,
yeah, can you name them? Oh.
What happens is your name will be underneath them. Will be like found by whoever.
That's no fun. I want to go visit like fucking ass dick worlds.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen ever.
I'm gonna buy a PS4 just to name planets like that.
I don't know.
No Man's Sky.
I don't know if they name them in No Man's Sky. I thought that was just Discovery. The same way as this game.
Is that your ship?
Yep, coming down to land. But yeah, like what happens is random things will spawn on your sonar when you're just driving around like this, and I didn't realize that for the longest time. So it was like telling me to go and pick up these like resources from the surface, and I was flying around in my ship, and of course they weren't spawning. So I think you actually have to be in the SRV, and they'll spawn relatively near to you.
Yeah.
Random, because that's how it works in space, which makes sense. I just never realized myself. So yeah, it's actually pretty good when you get to grips with it, but those first like 6 hours, it was just kind of hell.
When you actually learn that you have to download the game again and actually use a different launcher,
yes,
start playing it.
I can't believe they didn't say that anywhere. It was so unclear. I got like this other code, but I just assumed I had to link that with my Steam to like get me access to it. But yeah, it's done. That's Elite Dangerous Horizons. That's the first part of many. It's kind of like a second season of content. So they're adding like character customization, so you'll be able to see your character. Like multi-crew ships and stuff. There's all sorts coming this year, so we'll try to check that out if we can.
Oh boy, more space content on GameDropZone.com.
Oh, I can't wait till No Man's Sky.